At least 11 people, including 2 children, have been injured in Ukraine after a wave of missile and drone strikes hit the city of Kharkiv and the nearby region, officials said on Friday. They reported a major fire at a municipal transport enterprise, which extended to surrounding residential buildings. Also overnight, a series of Russian drone attacks on the Odessa region destroyed a branch of Ukraine's main postal operator. No injuries were reported in the attack, which triggered a fire covering over 300 square meters and damaged a number of lorries within the facility. Ukraine says it repelled a total of 173 Russian attacks over multiple fronts in Russia's Kursk Oblast region. The fiercest fighting was in Pokrovsk, where Ukrainian forces halted 66 assaults.
From Belgium to Denmark, Bangladesh to Egypt, nuclear power is making a comeback. Under the motto, "Let's talk nuclear," hundreds of delegates from all across the globe gathered in Vienna this week at the UN's nuclear watchdog, the IAEA. The aim? Boost expertise and calm public fears on what advocates say is the most climate-friendly fuel.
At the IAEA, we're seeing a number of member states that have expressed interest in nuclear power for several reasons related to growing energy demands, climate change, and other national considerations.
But here in Austria, the home of the IAEA, a referendum in the 70s deemed the public anti-nuclear, meaning this gigantic power plant that cost €1 billion to build is now merely an attraction, and in fact the best place in Europe to study nuclear power.
This facility was never used. Since 1986 they sold some parts, so we're not 100% fully equipped, and of course not able to operate. So technically not able to operate anymore. Not only because some parts are missing, but also because this facility is more than 40 years old, doesn't meet the today's standards, and most important of all, we have constitutional law in Austria which forbids the operation of a nuclear power plant.
Visitors get a fascinating peek inside the plant, the only one in the world that was built but never operational. The 1,000 rooms offer unique insights into nuclear technology and safety systems. Today, the site has become a sort of Homer Simpson-themed attraction park. 15,000 people visit the site per year. And this August, thousands of techno fans from all across this country and beyond will be gathering here for a gigantic rave. Maeve McMahon for Euronews in Sventendorf, Austria.
A federal appeals court temporarily reinstated US President Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs after a federal trade court had blocked them a day earlier. Trump had invoked an emergency powers law to impose import taxes from almost every country in the world. A federal trade court ruled that Trump overstepped his presidential authority to impose such broad levies under the law. Trump's administration had appealed the decision, and a court of appeals have now granted an emergency motion and temporarily halted the order from the trade court. The decision provides the White House with additional time to defend the legality of the president's efforts to reshape global trade relations.
Evacuations of both residents and animals continue following the collapse of the Birch Glacier in Switzerland's southern Lurchental Valley. Homes have been flooded and debris scattered around the village of Blatten, 90% of which has reportedly been destroyed. Focus has now shifted to the safety of those living near the Lonza River, which the regional government warns could flood as a result of dammed water flows caused by debris.
J'ai pas dormi beaucoup non plus cette nuit. On attendait tout le temps, arrive quelque chose, il faut partir.
Authorities had evacuated around 300 people as well as livestock from Blatten village as a precaution earlier this month. But one man remains missing following the incident.